What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another West New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today once again comes from the Other Half Brewing Company, and they are headquartered in Brooklyn, New York. And this is their Tables on Tables. So they're calling this one an IPA that is brewed with Citra, Strata, and El Dorado hops. It comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed time of review. This can is exactly 3 weeks old. So this is the second of 2 West New York Wednesday reviews I am posting today. Earlier today, I posted Saranac's Caramel Porter review, and both of these breweries, while not from the West New York area, have big footprints here in the area. And when it comes to Other Half, the second brewery they ever opened was in East Bloomfield, New York, just outside of Rochester, New York, in the Finger Lakes region. And then recently, they just opened another facility here in downtown Buffalo. So they're firmly entrenched here in the West New York area. And what I love about this beer is it's paying homage to the Buffalo Bills of the National Football League, along with their fans, the Bills Mafia. If you can see this label, it has some fans going through tables. Of course, if you follow the Bills or know of the Bills Mafia, there are some tailgating escapades before each game where some folks go through tables. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, I think it's just really cool. They do have 2 different variations of this label. They have this with the red background. They have the blue background as well. I picked up the one with the red, though, because I always think of the Bills with their red helmets back in the heyday of Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Bruce Smith. So for me, I just thought this one made more sense. Now, tomorrow is Thursday, and on Thursday Night Football, the Bills are playing the New England Patriots. I believe it's in New England, and I just thought I would review this one, hopefully give them some luck. Now, I'm not a Bills fan per se. The Seattle Seahawks are my team, but when it comes to the Bills, I do root for them if they are playing if they're not playing the Seahawks, and if they're playing a game which doesn't impact the Seahawks from like a playoff standpoint. Like that, typically. So anyway, yeah, not much more to say about it, other than full disclosure, I've had this one before. Had it at the East Bloomfield location back earlier this year when they first released it. I had it on tap. Gave it a 4.25 out of 5 on tap. But I didn't say anything about it, so I don't remember exactly what this one entails. I just remember I liked it. So, almost had a super cheat there. Not doing it today. So Citra, Strata, and El Dorado, I'm thinking maybe some berries. A lot of times at El Dorado, I get like melon vibes. Citra can do a whole bunch of different things. So yeah, that has your typical hazy IPA look to it. Has this really murky, we'll say orange-yellow color, a little bit lighter because it's 6.5%. I poured it a little bit aggressively, so we got about almost a 3-finger of an off-white, pretty creamy looking head, but that looks beautiful in the glass. So let's get a nose here. Holy fuck, that smells awesome. Holy shit, does that, for 6.5%, that is insane. Yeah, so there is a absolutely crazy amount of huge citrus character, juicy, orange, tangerine, just big, juicy citrus. Maybe a little bit of Tangelo. Haven't said that in a little while, maybe like a week or 2. Yeah, it also has a little bit of like a zesty, pithy type of feeling to the citrus fruits as well, so it's juicy. After that, get a little bit of like a passion fruit, and then I'm getting a big blast of like honeydew melon and a little bit of mango. Yeah, I would say honeydew melon, mango, maybe a touch of that passion fruit. The Strata, is it bringing berry? Maybe like a generic, like just red berry. A lot of times people say strawberry with Strata. I'm not getting that as much. Here we go. How about dankberry? Shout out to Hobblitcher for the World. Dankberry. They like to put that sometimes. Tasting notes on the back of their can when they're using like Mosaic or Strata. It's a little bit of like this green herbaceousness. Not like a hop burn, just like a tomato stalk or even like a green grassiness. Smells fucking awesome. I gave it a 4.25, so I anticipate this one being pretty good, but the nose indicates much higher quality than a 4.25. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody, and go Bills tomorrow. That's an all-day fucking crusher of an IPA. I love, and this is one thing I really enjoy about, like, and it's typically around 6.5% or less when it's a pale ale, hazy pale ale, or just a regular hazy IPA. I can taste the malt character. The malt character is a little bit more pronounced. And I love that. I think that's more my vibe nowadays. Body this is 6.5, touch under medium. It's a bit thin, but I kind of anticipate that, and I think it helps the drinkability. I think if this was like higher side of medium and a little bit thicker, I think the drinkability would go down a bit. I like that it's like lower side of medium body. The mouthfeel, it's soft, smooth, it's creamy. Is it upper echelon as far as mouthfeels are concerned from Other Half? No. Is it really good? Yes. So the mouthfeel is proper. I think the body's a bit thin, but I enjoy it for what it is. Let's get the tasting notes. Yeah, everything from the nose carried over. Maybe in different stages or different intensities, because I'm getting a lot of orange, tangerine, tangelo, juicy, but also a little bit pithy from both standpoints. So maybe not the entire fruit, but a couple different parts of the fruit. And that hits me right at the tip of the tongue. Passes through, get a little skosh of passion fruit. I'm getting big mango vibes, pretty big honeydew melon as well. And then it transitions into like the end of the palate, where typically I'll get like some kind of earthiness or pine character, or maybe like a grassiness or a patientness. There's this like, again, dank berry thing. It's like a dank, I wouldn't say strawberry, I would just say dank generic red berry. And that transforms into like a dank herbaceousness with a little bit of like green grassiness. Finishes semi-dry with a mild to moderate bitterness, right in between mild to moderate. Maybe a little bit more bitterness would make this like top tier for me. But as is, this is super crushable, 6.5%. I can't really tell. Like I said, with that malt character, there is this nice underlying, almost slightly grainy, like crackery touch of, we'll say bready, but it's more like crackery and biscuity, a malt character, and that's underlying. It's, I would say, honestly, it's omnipresent. It's everywhere. But it's just, you know, staying in its lane, but propping up all the hop character. This is really fucking good. Do I think it's better than the 4.25 that I gave it? I think it's a little bit better than that. I really do. I think, and this is the new label now, you know, they have the new labels now with the little Other Half logo at the top, and they actually have, I think, yeah, they have taste. I didn't even see that. They have tasting notes next to the hops. Why didn't I see that before? Okay, I did. Wow, I did pretty good. All right, not great. It says a hazy IPA brewed with a hand-selected blend of hops, giving notes of tropical fruit, generic, but I'll agree. Lychee, I mean, I've only had lychee once. Sure. Orange pith, yes, and dank strawberry. So when I said dank berry, sure. So I got the orange pith, the dank berry, not strawberry, no lychee and tropical fruits, generic, and this is perfect paired with a ketchup and mustard shower. That's another thing that they do. Get tailgating escapades. Anyway, I have no issues giving tables on tables from Other Half. This is a high 4.25 out of 5. We go 4.35 out of 5. I think if the body was maybe straight on medium, maybe and mouthfeel's bumped up a bit, this would get in the low 4.5. But for a 6.5% hazy IPA or New England style IPA or whatever, super drinkable, really nice flavors, and I think it's kind of what I want from something that's sub 7%. Price point and availability. It's Other Half. I don't know how far this beer specifically makes it out of New York State, but they're all over the place now. All over the place. If you want Other Half stuff, you can pretty much get it. Especially even if you have to trade for it, whoever you're trading with, if they can get Other Half, they can get it relatively easily. Here in the Western New York area, there's like Wegmans grocery stores carry it. It's crazy. This specifically, when it comes to this can, I think I paid $4.49 for it, so you're talking $18 a 4-pack. I think at the brewery, this is $16 to $17 4-pack, so a very slight upcharge, which, again, great price when you take in consideration the going rate for hazy IPAs nowadays from, you know, hyped or, you know, well-known breweries. So I'd like to see this more in the $4 range, sure, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. I just love the overall theme to this one. This one was brewed at the East Bloomfield location with the blue tab, which makes complete sense. But yeah, just as good as I remember it. Even if I remember nothing about it, I give it a 4.25, and now I give it a high 4.25. So appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Remember, go Bills tomorrow. Until the next one. Cheers.